Andy Robertson's amazing transformation from ordinary player to Liverpool star. Andy Robertson said his sadness after Liverpool had been removed from the Carabao Cup with the aid of using Manchester City on Thursday. The modern holders exited the event on the fourth spherical degree following a 3-2 defeat at Etihad Stadium. The Reds were given returned on stage phrases 2 times at the night time through Fabio Carvalho and Mohamed Salah desires, however had been then not able to conquer Nathan Ake's eventual winner with inside the 58th minute. On the defeat, we had probabilities that they'd probabilities. It turned into pretty an open recreation, I'm certain an amazing recreation for the neutral. But manifestly we are disillusioned to lose the sport and be out of the cup. It's definitely disappointing. First recreation returned. I suppose you can inform there had been worn-out legs obtainable for each groups close to the end, and while you're pushing to attempt to get an equalizer it would not help. We pushed. We had some appropriate probabilities, however manifestly unfolded, and that they had some probabilities. But at the entire, it turned into a quite open recreation. But those video games are determined on satisfactory margins, and alas it went towards us today. On the tempo of the sport. When we arise towards City, I suppose each group's type of usually boost their recreation, and usually can push that wee bit further. Everyone's returned, and manifestly a definitely tough recreation to begin off with. However, it will likely be appropriate for us with inside the legs, and that is a high quality we are able to take. But like I said, we are disillusioned. We desired to begin this off with a win and attempt to hold the best shape from earlier than the break, however it wasn't supposed to be. But there may be positives to take. On the desires, Liverpool conceded. Disappointing. Every certainly considered one among them could have possibly been stopped. The 0.33 goal, we have got performed nicely to damn the pass, after which we have got simply type of switched off and failed to exit and press the quick corner. The first could have been averted as nicely. That's what we ought to appearance at. That is what we ought to stop. We usually ought to be switched on. The desires are disappointing. We've scored definitely appropriate desires from our factor of view, had an amazing couple of probabilities that we could have took. But at the entire it turned into a quite even recreation, and that they took their probabilities, and we best took. On the positives to draw. We do not definitely have time to waste, specifically with inside the league, after a definitely tough begin earlier than the break. We picked up the final couple of results, which had been definitely high quality, and we need to kickstart that. There are positives to take from this night, however in the long run it led to defeat and we are out of the cup. That is manifestly disappointing while you need to move for each trophy available. But now the league starts, we sit up for Boxing Day. It's going to be a definitely tough recreation at Villa, new manager, new fashion of play, and that they've commenced definitely nicely beneath him. We're looking ahead to a definitely difficult recreation, however we ought to be ready. We ought to be returned at our quality if we need to climb the league, and that is what we plan to do.